Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
In October of this year, 37-year-old Sharky Rubin was found lying on the floor at his job, an auto body shop in Anigua. KUAM spoke with Rubin's boss, who said he discovered Rubin but didn't observe signs of serious injuries, just that he thought Rubin had been drunk. According to an autopsy by Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola, Rubin's death was a homicide, which he determined from watching surveillance footage from a nearby establishment which showed Rubin being hit by a car. No arrests were made in connection to this case. In June 2015, 37-year-old Melissa Diego of Inarajan sustained a gunshot wound to the upper part of her body. She died as a result of the injury, and her death ruled a homicide. No arrests were made. In February 2015, 46-year-old Kenster Eder was reported missing before he was found dead along Route 1 in Upper Tumon near the iConnect building. His cause of death was a result of physical assault. No arrests were made. This next unsolved homicide had a surprising twist when the main suspect was dismissed of all charges. Back in November 2014, Quadling Garong was driving through a dark Jigo street when she believed she hit something. When she stopped her car to check, she saw nothing. The next day, she saw on the news that 3 young girls, all best friends, were killed in a hit-and-run incident along the same stretch of road. The girls were 19-year-old Cherika Gallon, 16-year-old Sally Santos, and 16-year-old Julia George. The court dismissed the case earlier this year, only after the medical examiner determined Garong's 2005 Nissan Sentra wasn't the suspect vehicle, but instead a pickup truck. No new arrests were ever made in connection to this case. Also in November 2014, 29-year-old Isaac James was found dead in Harmon. James was a homeless man. His death was caused by blunt force trauma to the abdomen, chest, and back. No arrests were made in his case. In July 2014, 16-year-old Nicholas Regis Tolentino was discovered dead in his hair salon at the Hoffa-Day Exchange. He was found lying in a pool of blood. His death a result of multiple stab wounds. No arrests were ever made in this case. And to one of the oldest of unsolved cases goes back 2 years on Valentine's Day. 17-year-old J.R. Isaac was struck by a car while crossing a dead-end street. No arrests were made. If you have any information on any of these unsolved homicides, you are urged to call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. You will remain anonymous and may receive a cash reward if your tip leads to an arrest and conviction.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.